coin toss, and we'll go okay. So you go print, you flip the coin. Okay, now we're going to use one of those modules that we were talking about before. Remember these guys? Yeah, the first one we're going to use is time. So we go time dot sleep 1. Okay, this means it looks in the script time for something that is called sleep, and then it tells it to sleep for 1 second. Sleep basically means, okay, don't do anything in the script until 1 second is over. So now we go print and the result is ... The only reason I'm doing these prints and times and whatnot is so you can build suspense, and it's not just like ding 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 ding, just like a computer is, because the computer is like in a perpetual race with itself. It's always going to try and do this as fast as possible, so you've got to try and slow it down if you want it to slow down. So we're building suspense here, and we go, and the result is, okay, this is the trickiest bit in the script. Okay, result equals, okay, we're using the random module. Okay, so we go random dot rand int 1 2. Okay, what does this do? This goes to the random thing, looks for something called rand int, and then rand int basically means rand integer, and it will pick a number between 1 or 2. But seeing there are no numbers in between 1 or 2, it has to pick an integer, it has to pick 1 or 2. So we'll use that right now. So if result equals 1 print, okay, heads. So if it's 1, it'll just say heads. If result equals 2 print, it'll say tails. So hopefully this has made sense so far. Okay, so now let's go through the script, because we're pretty much done as far as I can see. First thing we do, we import time and random. Those are our two modules which allow us to talk to other scripts and get fancy parts which we can use later. Okay, constant equals 1. This will just keep us in the loop down here for until we change 1, which we won't ever. First run equals true. This allows it to work out whether or not this is the first run. So seeing these bits are never ever talked to again, because they're not inside something like this or anything like that. It never changes. So it'll go, so if first run equals true, which it does the first time because it's only ever gone over once, it'll go, okay, we'll do the intro happens, and then it'll come back into the if function. It'll go, okay, now first run equals false, so we don't go introducing ourselves every single time the while thing happens. So now it gets out of the if function, goes back into while, and goes, okay, so constant equals 1, yep. Does first run equal true? No, it doesn't. So we'll go straight to else. So now it still asked you whether or not you want to flip the coin from up here. And this has all happened so fast you haven't had time to say anything. So now it's listening. Your answer equals input, which is what you type. So if your answer is yes, because you've typed yes, it'll go, okay, we'll open up coin toss. So go into coin toss. You flip the coin. It pauses for a second, and the result is pauses for a second. Okay, this is the bit where it chooses the answer. So the result is a random number. In the random script, it picks a random whole number between 1 or 2, which is actually 1 or 2. So if the result is 1, it'll go heads and exit out of coin toss. Otherwise, if the result is 2, it'll go tails and exit out of the coin toss. So once it's out of coin toss, it'll go, do you want to flip again? Because you've already got your answer. And then seeing that's the last thing here, you'll go all the way back up and listen to your answer. If your answer isn't yes, it'll go, okay, so if answer is yes, no it isn't, so we go to else, it'll just kick you straight out. Hopefully that makes sense. So now I'm going to go save it. So save. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to call it cointoss.py. I always do .py instead of .pyw, because .pyw is a different file, a different type of thing. And never ever save it as .text, because if you save it as a .text, you need to manually put it all the way back into Python format again, and it won't run while it's in .text form. So we save, and now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play with the script, see if it works. So we open it and it goes, hello, welcome to the coin flipper. Do you wish to flip the coin, yes or no? And we're gonna say yes. You flip the coin and the result is heads. Do you want to flip again, yes or no? Yes. Flip the coin and the result is tails. Do you want to flip again? Yes. Flip the coin, the result is heads. So do you want to flip again? No. And it exits out. So that's how you make a coin toss script. The files and a subtitled version of this video will be available on my website. And if you've got any more ideas for tutorials, comment me or subscribe and I'll do some. So bye.